Hello.
Hi.
Oh, it's good to see some familiar names and some familiar faces here. I've just started. I've never done a live on TikTok before and I'm a bit nervous. So you have to be really nice to me. Only say very good things. No one's allowed to be mean. And you can see my face. I'm a real person and I am in my very messy, very cluttered, you can't look at that, very messy, very cluttered studio. So let me put my glasses on because that's how I paint good. My glasses help me to paint good. So I have my glass dip pen today, which I'll be drawing with. I have a soft synthetic paintbrush and the brand is Neef, N-E-E-F. And I have my squiggly paintbrush holder by Kitsu on Instagram, KITSU__. Love it. Use it all the time, every day. And I have some watercolour paper. It's I think it's 300 GSM hot pressed, so it's nice and smooth, which is good for the glass dip pen because it's such a sensitive little fella that anything with a large tooth, when a paper has a lot of teeth, the glass dip pen might get caught in the little nodule and break because they're very delicate. So I've got a nice smooth watercolor paper and I've pre-splashed it with a lot of splashing and I had a lot of fun doing that. I've been really loving doing splashy backgrounds. Let's just chat and hang out and it'll just be like hanging out with your friend at a cafe or something and drawing, which not many of us can do at the moment. So let's do that. So I've got some inks as well, and they're like super liquidy water-based inks. This one's brand, I'm not sure what the brand is. Tramol, Tramol, Tramol. And this one is Montverde, USA. I got both of these in Malaysia when I was there a couple of years ago and they're great. These two actually, when you like paint really dark with them, like when you have heaps of layers, they sort of shimmer pink, which is kind of cool. So I just randomly splashed a bunch of ink around and used a bit of water and swishy swashy stuff to create this effect. And yeah, I don't know, I've really been enjoying doing really splashy, freeing backgrounds. So I did this like half an hour ago and I let it dry fully because if it's still a little bit wet, the ink kind of bleeds. So all I'm going to do is literally dip the pen in the ink and draw. It's called a dip pen, so let's do it. I'm getting kind of like galaxy vibes from this, I think. So I'm just going to make it up as I go. Okay. I'm going to do like a big sun in the middle. Making it up as I go. I don't know. Cute. And let's do some eyes. The dip pen holds an amazing amount of ink. I can't believe it. Why pink and blue? I don't know. Just feeling it today. Feeling the pink and blue. It doesn't drip off. If you like flick it, it does, but it's pretty good. It just holds it in there's little grooves. It holds it in the grooves. And I don't know. Gravity is amazing. So I want the sun to have like a body, and I want it to be kind of cradling a shooting star, like a baby. My friend Mel calls her dog a baby and they say beautiful baby in like a man voice and it makes me laugh so much. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. beautiful baby in that Aussie accent. Yeah, there are lots of parrots outside. They're rosellas, actually, at the moment. I put out a bird feeder that I built, and they have gone nutty for it. They love the bird feeder, which makes me happy because then I hear parrot sounds all day long. And sometimes giant cockies come, cockatoos, and they're bullies, but they're hilarious, and they take over the feeder. And all the rosellas have to sit down and wait for the cocky to finish. Anyone else here drawing as well? Sorry if I miss any comments. If I don't answer them, just keep asking. Wow, do you have any videos of the birdies? I don't have any videos of the birdies. I put a couple on my Instagram stories when I first saw them, but it's hard to take a video because they fly away, I should say. I was getting very spacey vibes from this, like galaxy vibes, so I just had to... Hi, BB! I just had to do a big sun. BB's here. BB's here, hello! Can you hear the choo-choo train? Whenever I'm out walking BB, my dog, and the train goes past, you just have to wave at it. There's no way you can't wave at it. It's just such a cute thing. Just gotta say hello to the train. And all the people in it usually wave back, and it's so fun. Where is BB? She's just laying down here beside me. My little shadow pet. Now, what am I going to do? I might make her like standing in the ocean. There's her big mama hips. Look how much ink this pen holds. It's amazing. I think I've only dunked it, 3 times? I really need to get some tip pens. Yes, they are very fun. I like them better than, what do you call them? Like pen and nib pens? Because, I don't know, they feel smoother, less scratchy, but they're far more delicate, obviously. Yes. Where did you learn to draw? I've just always drawn all my life. I've got 2 brothers, and they would always play with each other, and then I would have no one to play with. So I would just draw and make up my own little games and that sort of thing. So I guess I've just spent a lifetime drawing. And I used to do mainly realistic artwork, like photorealistic stuff. And that was fine. That was fun. That was good to learn. But I found it lacking in freedom for me. And with illustration, like, you can literally draw anything you can think of. And that is super fun. This is cute. This is a cute little drawing. My goodness. I kind of like doing unplanned artworks. They are fun. Let's do some more stars. It's like a stream of consciousness kind of a thing. Why was it ruining my hands? Because I was drawing, literally when I was at the animation studio, I was a background artist and designer. I had to paint 250 backgrounds per week. 250 per week. And I did this job for almost 3 years. I don't know who's very good at maths, but I'm not very good at maths, so someone can do the maths. It was heckers. I got repetitive strain injury all through my wrist and up to my elbow, and I had to relearn how to draw. how to I had to figure out how to make art that wouldn't hurt me, that wouldn't hurt my wrist. So I went more into a kind of like a simplified illustration style. I used to do so much detailed little work, and I'm slowly getting back there, I guess. But I have to look after myself. I have to look after my wrist. I can't really draw for more than an hour or so. Painting's fine because it's more of like a swishy, swoopy movement. But drawing like this, if I keep drawing like this, it'll hurt. It'll start hurting in about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But that's okay. Like, I've figured out how to deal with it. I usually leave lives because they get boring, but your lives are so engaging. Also, I love your art. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's cute. Oh, thank you. Thanks for being here. It's very sweet of you. I just want to create like a nice chill chat with friend kind of vibe. 35 backgrounds a day if you did 7 days a week. That's insane. Yes. Yeah. Some of them were super basic and abstract, but it would sort of be offset by the super crazy detailed ones that we'd have to do as well. So there was a lot. There was a lot of painting to do. It's for an animation series, for a cartoon. Now, this paint isn't... I'm not sure what you call it, but you know when you add water to it, it like bleeds into the water. So it does that, which is a bit annoying because I kind of would like to fill in the background a little bit to make the background a little darker, not too dark. Maybe I'll test it on something, see what it actually looks like. Let's test it on the back of this piece of paper. I'm just going to draw like a little star. And once that's dry, I'll come back to it and see how much the ink actually takes off the original drawing. So you can get inks that are like water resistant. What do you call it? I don't know. But this one reactivates when you put water on it. So I'm just doing a little test here. I've drawn a star, a very good star. I just want to see how activation-y it is, how reactivaty it is. Yes, it is quite reactivaty. What happened to my music? Turn that back on. Oh no, now there's an ad. Yeah, do you see how the blue is picking up even though I'm using pink? Yeah. So it reactivates a lot. But it might be okay. I might just have to redo the outlines a little bit. Look how beautiful this paint bleeds. This is why I love ink so much. It's so like fun, so swooshy. But the pigment is so beautiful. You can't see, but this is kind of like rich navy blue. It's beautiful. I'm just having a fun time drawing stars. So let's just leave the glass pen for a minute. And I might... actually, what I want to do is some little scribbly cheeks. Love scribbles. I've got a big tattoo of a scribble on my leg. Love scribbles and looseness. I want to darken her eyes a little bit as well, but not too much. So I'm just going to use the lid of one of the blues, which has a little bit of ink inside it. And I'm just going to put a bit of water in it so it's not super solid. It's going to pick up all the edges. I love just like mixing up all the colours as I go. And I think painting the background a little darker so you can still see a bit of the texture underneath will make it pop even more. We'll see. And I'm using a lot of like pinks and blues, which make purple, which give me the galaxy vibes, which is why I went for this big sun mama holding her beautiful baby. I have a lot of fun doing my drawings and my illustrations, and I hope you guys can all tell how much fun I have doing them. And making the videos is also very fun. I said before I studied animation, and part of that is there's a filmmaking element to animation. And I love filmmaking, and I'm friends with tons of filmmakers and animators and stuff. So making the TikToks and all that kind of stuff and reels on Instagram has really scratched that itch for me. Been loving it. And I think you all like it too. It's pretty crazy, but I had a couple of TikTok videos go viral over the last few months, and it's insane. Can't believe it. Can't believe people like it that much. Need this pen. So fun. I love it. It just feels satisfying. And I've got this like deep love for see-through things. I've got a lot of see-through things in my studio. Love glass stuff. So this like really tickled my fancy when I came across the idea of glass pens. I smudged it a little bit there. Dang. Oh well. That happens. Glass plus water plus light are the aesthetic. Yes. Heck yes. I've even got one of those like crystal ball-y thingies that you put in the window and it reflects all these rainbows everywhere. It's not sunny enough right now, but usually I'd have little like dotties of rainbows all over the studio, and it's so cute. Makes me happy. You know, like the most fun thing in the world is having a friend to paint with. I would cry if I have seen you and didn't know it was you because of masks. Oh, well, I know. It's been nice in Melbourne. We don't have to wear masks, or Victoria, out when you're out walking and stuff. Some shops still require you to wear masks, but when you're out like just walking the dog or just hanging out, you don't have to wear a mask. And it's been so nice to see people's faces again. People's smiling, beautiful faces. Have you done a glass painting? Like painting on glass? I really want to do stained glass window making. That's when I can afford it, I want to do a course in stained glass window. I love that. That's going to be like all my things, all my favorite things in one. And, you know, I draw every day and do a lot of cringeworthy artworks, especially in my sketchbook. But that's my special place, my secret place to make mistakes. The inspiration was literally, I just flung around a bunch of blue and pink ink and let it dry, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of galaxy spacey-ish. And I have this little character, I haven't drawn her in a while, but her name is Sun, and it's always Sun having fun. So I made a little zine a year ago called Sun Having Fun, and it's just like this big happy face sun. So I felt like drawing her. I haven't drawn her in a while. And here she is with all her shooting star babies, and she's standing in the ocean. So yeah, there was no plan, just made it up as I went along. Really enjoying these colours and how nicely they go together. I feel like this pink Mixes so lovely with the blues. Makes like this nice rich purple. I was sort of imagining like the sun rising, or sun setting I should say, over the ocean. I find this very meditative, painting in all of these gaps. It's very nice. There is something incredibly satisfying about watching someone create something out of thin air. Watching their choices. Sometimes in my YouTube videos when I'm editing, I'll like see what I'm doing. As I'm editing, I'm seeing what I'm doing and I'm going, oh, why did you make that choice? I would have done this. And then I'm like, but that is me. And I made the other choice, so fine. It's funny, it's funny editing videos of yourself drawing. Okay, we've finished all the background bits, which was so fun. Cute, what a cute time. Might paint in these water drops as well, because she is standing in the ocean, and maybe I'll fill in a couple of the water bits. My favorite color, I love green. I really love green, like rich emeraldy kind of dark greens. Love them. But it always depends on my mood and what I'm feeling like that day. I also really love a good, like, goldeny mustard kind of a colour. I'm going to paint another one, I think. What do you think? Painting number 1. Now what should I draw now? Maybe I've got another one that I did a swooshy background for. I might just do a glass pen drawing, and we'll see how we go. So now we've got this one, something I prepared earlier. So I just like wet the piece of paper. Oh, I'm using, yeah, I've got the pad. Here we go. Watercolor paper is 300 GSM and it's hot pressed, which means it's smooth rather than textured. Cold pressed is really textured. And the reason I'm using smooth paper is because with a glass pen, you kind of have to be delicate. So if you've got thick textured paper, it can catch on the tip a little bit. So yeah, I use a nice smooth one so the glass pen just like rolls really nicely. Now I don't have any plans. I'm just gonna just draw. I'm just gonna make it up as I go. I'm thinking I want to do lots of flowers, and maybe someone holding lots of flowers. Let's start like this, I think. Kind of going with the flow of the lines. Make a blueberry character. This reminds me of blue. Maybe I will do, I was going to do lots of flowers, but maybe I will have a few like little blueberries mixed in with all the flowers. So this is going to be the person's face and hair. How should we do the eyes? They look like very sus eyes. A little bit sus eyes. And a little smile. My signature dot eyebrows. I sort of really like making it up as I go, and the problem solving that comes with that. kind of fun. I like to go in without knowing what I'm doing. Just like life. No idea what I'm doing. Okay, I'm really loving doing these long stems that all kind of sit next to each other. So yeah, I wanted to be like overwhelmed holding so many flowers and stuff. Like she's just been out to the field and has collected way too many flowers that she can handle. With the glass dip pens, they work really well with ink. So anything like super watery, watercolors have a bit of a thickness to them. So the glass dip pen doesn't work super well with the watercolors because it doesn't flow like ink flows. It's hard to tell, but they're gonna shimmer a little bit pink when it dries because these are fun novelty inks that shimmer pink when you paint it on like super thick and solid. So that's gonna be fun once it dries. This is so therapeutic. I'm so glad you think so. I've got some nice chill lo-fi guitar-y kind of sounds in the background. Been having some nice chats as well. My dog BB is hanging out here with me at my side. I'm having a very nice time. Isn't the glass dip pen beautiful? I love using it so much. It's been one of my best discoveries. I've always known about them, but I never thought I could actually own one. And when I googled it one day, I found a few online that weren't too expensive. So I bought a couple of brands of glass pen and I'm friggin' in love with them. Can't stop using it. And I just want to draw and draw and draw, and just like this kind of drawing, I started without much of a plan or anything, and I'm just having a nice time kind of making it up as I go, like a stream of consciousness painting. Amelia, do you have a design degree? I have an animation degree. I studied animation, and yeah, studied animation. And from there I decided I didn't want to actually be an animator and that I wanted to be an illustrator. So that is what I became. Alright, now that I've got a bunch of flowers here, I'm going to finish off this leg shape. She's kind of like crouching down, and 5 toes. That'll be normal. I usually like going overboard with the toes and doing lots of toes. But this time I'll give you a normal amount of toes. And the other knee I want to be like sitting up here, I think, because she's kind of crouched down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's just throw in 2 more toes for fun. Illustration can be silly, huh? Hey, baby. Hello. Do you guys want to see BB? Do you want to see BB? Hello. Hi, BB. Good girl. You been running outside? Yes. What a clever girl. What a clever girl. Alright. Oh, I want to do some little hairy legs. This is so lovely, and I love the textures in the background colours. Thank you. Lizzie Overy says, is art your main income? Yes, yes it is. Yay. And I'm so excited about that because it's like my dream, and I never thought that doing art would be the main money maker for me. So but I've worked damn hard over the years to get here like this. And anyway, I'm very, very excited to be living off my own art. And I did it on the cheap for so many years. I had mega cheap rent for a while because I lived with like 7 housemates, which was terrible. I'm a massive introvert, and living with that many people was really tough. But I got through it. I saved a lot of money, and now I live in a beautiful house in the forest, and I have my own studio. And yeah, it took me a good like 10-11 years after high school to get here, slowly. And also I'm 30 years old, and we didn't have the social media stuff, especially here in Australia, as we have now. So over the last couple of years, because of Instagram especially, my little business has grown a lot, and it's amazing. I don't know where I would be without it. What an accomplishment. Thank you. Yeah, it's huge. It's massive. I'm very proud of myself. Sometimes I struggle to call myself an artist because it seems like such a like wankery thing to do, but I've actually been embracing it a lot more in the last year or two, and being more proud to say that I'm an artist, and it makes me happy. What do you like to do? Well, lots of things. Obviously I like making art and drawing. I have a rescue dog, and I foster dogs as well sometimes, and so I like doing that. Animal rescue stuff. I play the ukulele. I like walking. I play games sometimes. I've been playing The Sims lately. Like, I've relapsed, and I can't stop playing The Sims. It's been very fun. Yeah. One of my favorite things to do is just lay in bed with all of my pens and pencils and stuff around, and just drawing in my sketchbook in bed. It's like my comfort thing to do. Sometimes I don't even draw in it. I just like sit there with it, hoping something magical will come out. And not it doesn't always happen like that, but it's nice to try. I'm going to stick around until I finish this one, and then I have to go and eat food because I forgot to eat breakfast because I was nervous. I was nervous to do my TikTok live because I've never been live on TikTok before, and TikTok's a little bit scary. Like, I don't know it as well as I know my followers on Instagram. Amelia says, what are some of your dream projects? I would love to make my own book, like kids book, but I don't want to work with any publishers. I want to do it myself. I've done a kids book before. It's called Salt of the Earth. It's about a greyhound, of course. But I worked with a publisher, and it was really hard work, and I didn't like it. Yeah, so I want to have control. I want to make my own book with with me controlling it and doing it my way. So yeah, I would love to do that. That'll be great. But I'm just kind of happy plodding along, doing my own thing. Doing what I'm doing at the moment is nice. I would actually really love to have a dream space over a dream job at the moment, because because I feel like I'm already kind of doing my dream job. I want to have a nice big studio with like a ceramic section and a place where I do my prints and my shop stuff, just like all the good sections. That's what I would love. I'm slowly getting there. I love telling artists that I follow and adore that I do adore and appreciate them. It's really nice. Because sometimes as an artist, especially on social media, you just kind of get consumed, and people sometimes pinch your artwork. They steal it and use it for their own or whatever. And it's really heartbreaking. So when you see someone doing something you love, it's always nice to show your appreciation and love for that artwork, because they're working really hard. I feel like I want to do a couple more here, and then I want to kind of leave this space a little bit. Maybe I should do a little bumblebee. Should I draw a bumblebee? Let me know if you think I should draw a bee. Little happy bee. Maybe that's what she's kind of looking at. Maybe she's like Mother Nature. Maybe she's like a pollinator. Yes. Pro bee? I think we're all pro bee. I'm pro bee. It's going to be little. A very little bee. And it's going to be just here. Let's get in. I'm going to bring you close. Oh, a butterfly. I could do some butterflies. Okay, let's do a small bee. Using my imagination, how am I going to draw it? Okay, just going to be simple, because this is a simple little drawing. Beep. Oh my god. It's times like this when I'm like, oh my god, I'm the best artist ever. Look how cute and small. Let's do some little buzzy lines. Look at that tiny little precious face. Beep. Cute little bee friend. And she's like, hello bee friend. Thanks for pollinating. His tiny, I love his tiny face. Look, there's my finger for size. It's little. Okay, I need a tattoo of that bee. And that's the truth. Has the tiniest legs. I like his little antenna things. Thanks for going on that journey with me, guys. The bumblebee journey. We made a bumblebee together. And I couldn't be prouder. I could do some more bees. Should I do more bees? Should I just fill up all these like little tiny spaces with more bees? Or do you think I should just leave it with one bee? I don't know. Here's the bee's knees. Alright, just tell me if you want more bees. Or if you think I should just leave it with the one. I do get excited. As you can tell, I go a little overboard. I went a little bit overboard with this one. But, okay. You're right. Here's a single special bee. Multiple bees another time. You're right. Okay, alright, we'll do that. Multiple bees another time. I've gone a bit overboard with the flowers in this one, so we'll let the flowers be the star of this show. And then, well, the bee is the star of the show. The flowers are the backup singers. What should we call the bee? He should have a name. What should the bee's name be? Like something that starts with B? Like Bernard? Or Busby? Busby Berkeley? Busby Bumble? Oh, you remember that game, Buck Bumble? My brothers and I used to love that game. Timmy the Bee. Bert. I like that one. Bert. It kind of looks like Bert. You have to say it like that. Bert. Or Bob. The way Rowan Atkinson says it. Bob. Hello, Bob. Bernie. Yes. Yes, I noticed you. Yes. I'm trying my best to read the comments as I go. It's kind of hard to draw and read them at the same time, but I'm trying to acknowledge everyone. Betty. I think, Bethany, that's a good one. Why do we always go for like men's names? Maybe we should do some more women-y names or gender neutral names. I do like Bob though. Bob could be a feminine name too. Bob. It's just like one of the best words to say if you say it the way Rowan Atkinson. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? In Blackadder, there's an episode where there's a woman servant who wants to work in the castle, so she dresses as a boy, but she looks still very clearly feminine. And Rowan Atkinson's character, Blackadder, can't figure out why he's attracted to him. And her name is Bob, and he just says, "Hello, Bob," all the time. You should Google Rowan Atkinson saying Bob. You won't regret it. Bob. Bumbly the Third. What about Bob Bumbly the Third? The 3 3/4. I don't want to overdo it now. Maybe I'll do... I say I don't want to overdo it, and then I'm like, I'm just going to do like 12 more flowers. I'm just going to like draw... I'm nearly finished, but I'm just going to like draw 150 more flowers really quick. This is the problem. It's like drawing is so much fun. I never want it to end, even though I am hungry. I'm very, very hungry. I haven't had breakfast and it's already 10 to 1. So it's like already lunchtime. I think basically like everything I draw is me to an extent. You know, as the artist, you always kind of just draw you or elements of you. Oh no, there's an ad. Sophie and Bob. It's me, my little Bob. Oh my god, these ads, stop. Okay, there we go. We're back. And we're back in the room. Just looking at filling up some little spaces with some fun little of these little flower shoots. Okay, guys. Okay. This Sophie has to go and eat some food now. But thanks for joining me. I painted 2 pictures today. These ones. This sun having fun. She's standing in the ocean, cradling her beautiful baby. And all the shooting stars around her. I love it. And I also did this one. Someone laying in a field of flowers and one tiny bee called Bob. Love you guys so damn much. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll do it again. But yeah, you know, all the stuff. Follow, like, subscribe, all that kind of good and groovy things. I'm going to turn you around so you can see my face, because some of you might not have seen my face. There I am. Mwah, 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 mwah. Kisses forever for everyone. You're all beautiful, and I will see you next time. Okay, All right, now how do I get out of this? All right, okay. All right, bye. Love you.